I want to share something very intimate with you. Every December, I write out my business plan and personal plan. I write out the plan in a very thorough manner. And in my plan, I talk about things I did with my family, what sort of connections I would like to make, what areas of improvement are there, contact I would like to foster, and all that information I've got right here with me today. Just recently, there was a study that just came out that the average person is consuming 82 hours per week of information, news, media, entertainment. We've never experienced anything like this before. The brain doesn't know how to digest all this information every week. It is a full-time job just consuming those amounts of information. Now, if you get value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. So this year of 2025, I will call it a year of surprise. This year, I'll be focusing on signals and distraction. What do I mean by signals? This conversation I'm having right now, is it adding value to me? Is it adding value to the organization? Is it adding value to the business? This conversation that I'm having with a colleague in regards to an ex-colleague that left 2 years ago, a certain particular type of drama that took place with that ex-colleague. Is this adding value to me, or is this a distraction? If it is, not interested. But be mindful, it's extremely hard for you to do, because remember, we are consuming so much information now, 82 hours per week. You got to be very strategic in terms of how you go about determining what's a distraction and what's a signal. Looking at that information, going, how is this improving my business plan? How is this improving me? Are we talking about a particular article I could go read that could improve me? Are we talking about a particular book I could go read that could improve me? If that's not the case, then definitely it is a distraction. Then you're going to basically be able to filter this distraction and go, no, not interested, not interested. Wow, that's amazing. No, waste of time, waste of time. Oh my God, that's amazing. You got to be very, very deliberate about how you go about doing this. But do understand, it's extremely difficult, because going back to what I previously said, 82 hours per week, information is being fed to us, the news, the media, entertainment. You got to be very, very strategic on how you determine what's a distraction and what's a signal. Now, I've written some certain things down on this plan that I would like to go through with you. How battle tested are you? How tough are you? How thick is your skin? How much criticism can you take? How much hate can you handle? Do you fight? Do you freeze? Are you the one that just runs away because somebody said something that hurts your feelings? Or are you the one that stands up and say, that doesn't sound like something that's right? Or are you the one that say, oh, I'm sorry. How did you come up with that conclusion? That's not true. You might be in a certain stage in your life where you're trying to create a new reputation, but there is a reputation that follows you from 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. You have to clear it up, because it will keep following you if you don't do that. I was at a partners meeting with 11 other individuals. During our conversation, something came up relating to one of the partners. The person in relation to this particular question stood up and said, that's not right. That's not true. He clarified the issue, and I could see how the conversation went back and forth within the group. It brought the group together and made it even stronger. Now, going back to signal and distraction, let me read out the areas you need to focus on for 2025. Are you ready? Let's go. You are battle tested. Now, that's me referring to myself, but I'm also talking to you. But just like a video game, there are levels to this game. The next one will be a big one. If you want to make it through the next level of being battle tested, you will exponentially grow. The few things you will have to embrace: which fights to fight, which fights to ignore, prevent being provoked. If you're going to fight, fight up, not down. Bitter, entitled victims with time on their hands will try to get under your skin. This is the way of getting confirmation and validation. Don't fall for this trap. Mark Twain said, never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. I have learned over the years that people like to verbally hit below the belt. Be self-aware. Be like a water well. Stay at 64 degrees. Never, ever, no matter how hot or cold the temperature is outside, the well stays at 64 degrees. Don't let things change you outside you. Don't be like this based on what's happening around you. Don't be this because that's dead. Be more like this. Don't let it move you too far off that 62 degrees. Focus on signal instead of distraction. There will be a ton of distractions in 2025. Things that seems important but may be distracting. Keep asking yourself and your team, which behavior improves the product and which is just a distraction. Don't digress from this mindset. I believe 2025 is going to be a magical year for a lot of people. I also believe that 2025 is going to go fast for a lot of people because they got stuck with all the distraction that before they knew it, the year was already gone so fast. You didn't pour into the right relationship. You wasted time being a victim, feeling sorry for yourself, friends that are all distractions that are stealing years away from your life and you're not even aware of it. Some of them are blood disguised as family, but they are actually stealing years away from your dreams and your life and the right connection you should be having. How you handle these things will determine where you're going to be December 31st, 2025, when you are writing down your New Year resolution for 2026. You're either going to say, good job for focusing on signal, or you're going to say, another wasted year gone down the drain for focusing on distractions on your phone. Have it say signal, not distraction. The future is bright for those that focus on signal, not distraction. If you have any questions to do with signal or distraction, or you need someone that can help you focus on signal, shoot me a message. If you get value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I've got another video I'd like to recommend to you. How to get a good mentor. On this video, I talk about some of the attributes you need to focus on when determining the mentor that's right for you. Go check that video out. You take care of yourself, and bye for now.